What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And a lot of you guys have been asking about the playing for Madden 21. What is going to make it so that we understand the gameplay and going into the game? EA Access will be here in about 11 days, and you guys are getting very, very crazy about it. Let me know if you guys are excited for Madden 21. Leave it in the comments right now. But pretty much a lot of the talk that's been going around with my offense is, are we going to be able to utilize Rob Gronkowski in Madden 21? Now, if you guys checked out the ratings, you would have seen that he was one of the top tight ends, even though he didn't play last year and nobody knew what he was doing. He was a WWE champion. Like, I don't know what he was doing, bro. Dude lost mad weight. I don't know what's happening, but EA Sports loves that guy. All right, so it's certain cards in the game where it doesn't matter what their attributes say, they play above and beyond. Deion Sanders, he could tackle anybody one-on-one. I got news for you guys. You guys remember when Eric Dickerson was going crazy in the game when he started off a freight train and all that stuff that he was doing? Remember who was able to tackle him one-on-one? Deion Sanders. The dude was just doing whatever, like he has instant block shed. It was wild. Now, don't pay attention to this right here. The reason that it was very interesting when I was editing this video was things like that are going to happen. They're going to be, the dude's going to be a little bit rusty. There's going to be bugs. I can tell you this right now. If there is an NFL season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be very, very dangerous. Now, the reason behind them being dangerous, it has a lot to do with Tom Brady, but it has even more to do with Gronkowski. And I'm going to explain to you why, right? Gronk is a different type of animal. Like, people don't understand what that guy's about because he's sort of like Shaquille O'Neal. Like, you look at them as like, big teddy bears. They're always playing around. You could catch Gronk any weekend doing a split on a yacht. Like, they're different characters, but when they apply themselves, they're unstoppable. I can't think of another big man that was more unstoppable than Shaquille O'Neal. And if you look at him with his characteristics outside of the game, look, bro, lovable character, bro. Like, and that's what's gonna happen with this Buccaneers team. If there isn't, if the NFL is able to get this done, similar to the way the NBA is going, I'm really enjoying the NBA right now in the bubble, bro. Like, I don't care about the home games. I don't care about, the fake characters on the sideline, like their fans. Look, I'm enjoying the bubble. Let me know if you're enjoying the bubble as well. And I don't usually watch I don't watch all regular season basketball games. Like, I'm not an avid basketball watcher until it's like the playoffs. I'm all about the NFL, but watching those games, like, they're very, very exciting to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion about it. I don't know how they're going to make this work. We'll see how it goes as far as the NFL, but just hear me out right now. You got Mike Evans, you got Godwin, you got all of these other guys, and then you got somebody that Tom Brady is very comfortable with. So when we apply it to Madden 21, right, this is what's going to happen. More than likely, if there's a season, EA Sports is going to give Gronk a lot of cards. So I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going to have to probably start the season with Gronk and end with him. Now, barring any injury, it might be some wild things that's going to go on. Pick the ball up. What are you doing, you idiot? What is he doing? Taylor Mays, and then, bro, what is all that? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Barring any injury, I think that he's going to live up to his overall that EA Sports gave him. I know it was a lot of outrage. Some of you guys are like, yo, look, why is Zach Ertz so low? Look, like, bro, shut up, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? You're not an adjuster. Like, dog, like, this is what they're saying. Now, remember, this is the situation, right? If it turns out that Gronk sucks, he's going to lose those ratings in the regs, but it won't really matter for us in Ultimate Team. You see, that's the beauty about Madden Ultimate Team. EA Sports just does whatever they want to the card. They put whatever attribute, they do whatever they want, and, pretty much we're either going to use it or we're not. You know what I'm saying? But just remember this, like I told you guys, if you played the closed beta, you would have noticed that a lot of the actual, physics of the game is similar. They did tone down a lot of the predetermined picks and things like that. A lot of the ridiculous animations weren't in the game. I didn't really get a feel of how intense the warp tackle was. Some of you guys were asking, yo, bro, was it crazy? The few games that I played online, there weren't, a situation where it was like, oh my God, I can see the guy diving 30 yards away, and that's what it is. It wasn't like that as I throw to Stevie. Like, bruh, okay, good stuff by me. But it doesn't really matter. The height was a factor because I used the Buccaneers in all my games. Well, no, not all of them. I used the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs in a few games. But when I used the Buccaneers, Mike Evans was primarily unstoppable. What do I mean by unstoppable? That means that when I got one-on-one, even with everything that was going on, this guy's really bad at Madden, by the way, but even when people were covering him, right, And you know, like how they had it so that you couldn't really click on and the guy wouldn't really move? Well, there actually was a way to utilize the movement of the receivers, and I figured it out after like the first couple games. And like I told you guys before, I think that has a lot to do with the closed beta. I think that the way that they were moving around and everything that came into that was just the build of the game. I keep telling you guys that. It's no way that they can take away the ability for us to move our players. If they do that, the outcry would be too much. Even for the guys that have no idea what they're doing, that beat us in Weekend League. You know those guys that just walk around, you know what I'm saying? They don't use their eyes and they just throw dots. Those guys, they would still have a problem because it's very, very, you know, even with everything else that surrounds the game, it's very, very difficult to explain to a gamer why the player can't move when you're moving the player. So I don't think EA is going to go that far. So as far as all of you guys that are playing the closed beta and things of that nature and you guys are nervous about it, I really, really highly doubt that that's going to be a thing. Right? So with everything else that comes into it, the reason that I'm explaining it to you guys, because most of you guys know, when it comes to stuff like this, you're going to go one of two ways. You're going to jump on board with whatever the meta is, and you're going to use regular wide receivers, and then you're going to come to the dark side with Gmia, and we're just going to run rampant all over the place. More than likely, like I said, I'm going to build a team similar to the way my team is right now, and we're going to use a lot of height as the factor. Now, if for whatever reason EA tones down the fact that height should matter in the game, which again, that would be very, very, it'll be dangerous for them to do that. Because it's already wild that you can look at it and have like a 5'10" guy out jump a 6'6", 6'8" guy, you know, like the middle linebackers and stuff like that, they don't jump. It's a lot of stuff that's going on with the game right now that people have been very, very upset about. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because the game still sells. It has to be something that's really, really ridiculous that goes to the core audience, you know, like the 3-year-olds that come out and they just doing roll-out corners and they're going crazy and then they want to fight you afterwards. Like they put their bottle down, they put down their Gerber nipples, like, yo, listen, bro, let me put down my Gerber banana snack and I'm about to fight this dude. Like them dudes that are playing Madden right now, those guys, when they get upset, that's when it gets crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like that's when it gets really, really wild. So for us, as I get, you know, I get a roll-out corner right here, right on me, and I get dotted, those are the only things that's going to really make EA Sports change the way the mechanics of the game is. So as long as those guys stay happy, everything's going to be good. But I really do believe that they would have a problem also with the utilization of not being able to move. By the way, Jalen Ramsey also play corner routes when you do certain adjustments, the same way that Crevon LeBlanc does it. You know, it's going to work out. And I think a lot of these things that I'm figuring out right now, I think it's going to be the same thing in Madden 21, to be honest. So we should be able to lock up. But that's what you're going to get from Gronk. All these things that you're seeing right now, that's what I foresee for Madden 21 and for the actual season of the Bucs, because Gronk is just wild, bruh. As we go ahead and run this back for 6, and this guy realizes that he sucks at the game and he just has to go. Let me know your thoughts about Gronk. Was he overrated? Did EA give him the wrong rating? Do you think the Bucs are going to be good? Give me all that insight. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Continue to be safe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.